specific eyes. Trade your fears, living high. Then the beats and praise rise. Your living times. We are free.
This lady here.
Hello, everyone.
This ain't a lie.
Welcome for life.
locked into what I'm doing because I've seen what it does. I've seen it work, and I know it works for the average person. It works for everyone. That's my history. I can't tell you about what somebody else has done. I'm not looking at that downline. I can't tell you about their stress. I'm not looking at the demographics they bring into the business. And by the way, thinking about it for you, all these things are factors. What demographic are you bringing to the business? I like to say we're bringing in everybody, but no, everybody don't bring in everybody. I like to say I put together a system that bring in any demographic, any background, any education, any sex, any orientation, any religion, any demographic. Okay? And we've proven it over 23 months, and I've proven it over the last 10 years, 15 years in this industry. So bottom line, folks, is that Wealth Builders Worldwide, our strategy is real simple. It starts with the G&G strategy. Get your silver pack, go get you 20 people as fast as you possibly can. And then continue to enroll. Don't stop enrolling people. That's why you put the Diamond G&D together. Why? For those who've enrolled 100. And watch this. Very important. With 10,000 people in the organization, we've had less than 150 people go enroll 20. So that tell you, everybody's really not recruiters. That's why it's important to have, two legs going, because you never know what's going on. I got a lady right now, she makes probably $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Okay? She sponsored 2 people. Well, 3. Okay? Her left side got built. She sponsored 2 more people, 3 more people, and that leg just sort of took off, and then she found herself at a couple $1,000s a month in income. And then she's about to get busy. Okay? That's why I like that strategy, because everybody you go get that too, you put it. Don't be confused. Make a decision as to what you want to do, what strategy you want to follow, and then do it. Okay? Make a decision as to what team you want to follow, and then follow it. Don't confuse your team by having them go in a coffee call and a power call and this person's call and that leader's call, and then the brand new hot shot coming to business. You want to follow that call. And look, folks, we done seen Mr. Delco and I in 23 months already. We done seen, 5 to 10 strategies on how to do this business. And we continue to do one thing we've done for 23 months, and we continue to grow as a team. I encourage you, do that. Plug into the system. By the way, don't stop texting your people. Don't stop emailing your people. Don't stop encouraging your people. Don't stop believing those blue dots. I've said before, I don't care what anybody say. I believe you enroll anybody that's 98.6 and breathing. Now, don't make that your goal to go out and sponsor everybody you think desperately needs some money. You want to sponsor all across the economic scale. You want to enroll that person making $100,000 a year, that person making $10,000 a year. You want to give that person who don't have employment right now, who's unemployed, you want to give them a shot, an opportunity too. Why? Because you can't measure the size of somebody's dream by looking at them. You can't measure the size of somebody's dream by looking at their circumstances. You can't measure the size of somebody's dream by looking at the car they're driving, by the clothes they're wearing. You can't. You can't do that. That's a recipe for failure. That's why you tell everybody 98.6 and breathing. And second that is you don't know who they know. You don't know who they know. That person can be sitting there unemployed for 3 years, but their uncle plays in the NFL, ready about $100,000 of gold. You don't know. That's why you tell everybody. But you learn to be judicious with the way you invest your time. You invest your time with those folks who are ready to go right now, who say they want their package right now, who say I want to get my KYC done right now. I'm going to start ordering gold right now. It's auto save right now. But you love everybody. And if somebody on your team disagrees with you, you don't get all upset. You love them and let them do what they want to do. Give people free will. Look, and when people don't agree with me, I hope they go off and succeed. Because believe me, I can turn on a dime. See, right now, let me share this one last thought. I'm opening this call up because God, I've been talking 22 minutes already. Do you understand that I can change strategies tomorrow on a dime? I can on a dime. Okay? I mean, right now I could go from up. Well, you know what, folks? We've been for 23 months. We run. I can change on a dime and start doing a power leg strategy tomorrow. But I know that 10,000 people can't. And 10,000 people won't. Okay? Dr. Steigerwald is making his income right now. Share this story with you. I can't tell you how much money he makes because I know this is being recorded. But let me share this with you. He made an insane amount of money last month with one position. You ain't got to have all these multiple husband, wife, business. You can have them. You can buy extra gold in those spots. But that income is coming from one position. Okay? I got income right now being derived from 3 positions. I was willing to work like that. Mr. Delco, same thing. If you're a recruiter, you're willing to go out and enroll 100, 200 people, man, get you multiple positions. Go to work. Get all them things paid. I don't care what anybody say. Okay, 1 McDonald's is good, but 2 is better and 3 is better than 2. But you can't work and build all three at one time. You can't do that. You got to focus on getting one done, then go to the next one, get that done. You got to be a sponsor machine to try to get 2-3 legs rolling at the same time. Mr. Delco's a sponsor machine, okay? Anybody go sponsor 100 people, they're a sponsor machine. You can do it. And anybody on this call can do that too. You just got to be willing to put everything else aside to get it done. So anyway, with that in mind, folks, I hope that clears up any kind of confusion. I don't mind what system anybody decides to do, but I'm going to tell you, I'm trying to help you here. Whatever you decide to do, you got to make that decision and say, you know what? I'm going to run here. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do whatever they're teaching me to do at this particular call and this particular team, and that's what I'm going to run, and that's what I'm going to drive everybody to what they're doing, okay? And by the way, I still don't have any problem with that. My goal is for you to succeed. So if you plug into, I don't want to call it some group, some other group, other than Wealth Builders Worldwide, and you go out and build $1 million business, do you think I'm going to be mad? I'm going to be so happy I don't know what to do with myself. Leaders. A lot of different people in charge of companies. And by the way, just because you're in charge does not make you the leader. Just because you got in first does not make you the leader. Just because you upline does not make you the leader. I'm on my tangent already. Let's again stick to my notes. I made some notes to keep me on track this evening. It said, in search of leaders. Okay, first thing is, you must decide to become a leader. You must decide to become one yourself. Now, how do you decide to become a leader? The first step, I believe, in becoming a leader is you must learn how to follow the leader. I mean, literally, follow the leader yourself. Most of us come in, we want to lead, and we don't understand what leadership means or what's required. Don't have the experience or the background to lead, but we want to be the leader. Okay? Well, I think the first part of becoming a leader is you must follow the leader. You must understand what leaders do in your particular organization, your particular company, in your particular business, in your organization, whatever it is you're doing. Not just, this just doesn't apply to carry bars. This applies to anything in life. You can't get on a football team, become a leader day one when you have no idea what you're doing. You must learn some fundamental things in order to start to lead. So first step is to follow the leader. Well, who's the leader? Who's doing it? Who do you follow? You must pick that person that you see that's doing the commitment, that's making the consistent effort and commitment to build a business, that's supporting the sisters, playing team, that's doing all those things that are required. And we're going to talk about some of those things, okay? So you follow leader first. I was reading Barack Obama's first book called Dreams from Thy Father. And one of the quotes that hit me the hardest in that book, he was talking to his grandmother on his first trip back to Africa. And his grandmother said to him, Barack, the challenge in Africa is everybody wants to be king. Everybody wants to be king without paying the price to become king. Everybody wants to be the leader without learning what's required to be the leader. Everybody wants to be the leader before they sit down at the footsteps of the leader, of the king, and learn something that's required to become king. Okay? And one of the biggest challenges people have in business in general is when you're given things that you haven't mastered the discipline required to understand what you have now possession of, we tend to mess those things up. Okay, yeah, I spent my first 9-10 years in this business in what I call the granddaddy company of them all. And I learned a lot of things because I did that. Learned a lot of things. Didn't make a whole lot of money. Made money, but didn't make a lot of money. But learned some things that I can't put a price tag on. Okay? And those things helped me along the way in such a tremendous way and helped me get free right away and helped me stay free and helped me help others get free. But I had to sit there 8, 9, 10 years and learn some things that you just don't learn anywhere else because there's thousands of years of experience within the organization that you don't learn anywhere else. And every time I meet leaders within the world of networking, in most cases, they spend time in that organization, they spend time with someone who spent years playing follow leader within that primary organization, that company that's the granddaddy of all these companies out there that wants to talk and brag about what they've done, but no one has done what this company has ever done before. No one. And sometimes you must ask your team to ask themselves this question as well. Here's the question.
if everybody on my team was doing exactly what I'm doing, what would my business look like? I'm going to say it again. If everyone on my team was doing exactly what I'm doing, what would my business look like? How big would my business be? How focused would my team be? How committed would my team be if everybody was duplicating me? And sometimes we run around looking for people to do the business for us. We haven't made up our mind to be that example of commitment, of leadership. So we said, what I mean by that? Well, let's give a few examples. Okay? If everybody did what I did, number one, or you plugged in. Plugged in means you know exactly what's going on. I mean, look, I'm excited for you guys today. Man, we called that urgent power call today. I mean, in like 12 or 13 minutes. We had 500 plus people get that call in 12 or 13 minutes. It was jam-packed. Now, I know some people couldn't get up there because you're at work, so don't come on any kind of condemnation because of that. Understand that's a part of the process. I mean, sometimes you're at work, okay, you miss that, you get the message later. But that's leadership. I mean, right there, boom, you guys impressive. I'm like, impressive. Fact. I mean, we got to where I text a bunch of people, Mr. Dickel text a bunch of people, and boom, 500 people. Less than 15 minutes later, man, the call was jam-packed. We got that information out to the field. And it's all reflected in numbers and people getting involved and people acquiring gold. Okay? Or you plugged in. Do you know what's going on? Or you call us 2 weeks later and say, what? How many have you personally enrolled? Well, you said, well, I have enrolled 3. Well, if all your 3 people went out and did what you did, got 3, you now have 9. I'm just throwing some stuff out there to think about. Do you pay yourself first? You the leader now of your team. Do you pay yourself first? Everybody got to make their own budgetary decisions. But the question is, do you pay yourself first? Or you setting the example? I love the folks in the business who said, hey, look, man, they having a meeting downtown. I won't be able to make it because I got to go to the park with my son that night, but you go to the meeting. That don't work. You got to set the example. You can't simply do something you're not doing. Do you attend the events? Do you attend the events? I mean, no, I'm trying to be a little more sensitive as I get mature. I'm 63 now. I used to say every event. Well, okay. Everyone you can't, I mean, every event. Don't come up with something. See, anyway, let me soften up a little bit. Do you attend the events? Or you say, look, I won't be able to make it to the Let's Go weekend, but you go down there, man, because I already seen one of them. It's going to be great. You're going to have a good time. You're going to learn a lot. Go down there. In fact, I can't make it because I got that weekend we going to wherever you're going or whatever you're doing. It really don't matter. Okay? And so you send your team down to it, and you said, and take notes and bring them back to me. That
Hey, welcome. Well, you know who it is. This is Kansu Hotep Atum, and I am thrilled and honored and privileged to be here today. As I told you before, this is the most important task I do in my life is this power call. So I thank you all for being here. Obviously, you are also all important to me and to us. And what a tremendous platform and opportunity. Before I go much further, what I like to do, though, is do this quick overview so you guys can get an idea of who we are and what it is that we do.
Good morning. Wealth Builders' worldwide mission to provide individuals worldwide with the tools required to enhance their lives, to achieve their dreams, and build massive wealth. We are salespeople. We are a sales team. We do not sell products, goods, and services. We sell people on the infinite possibilities of their lives and the power of their dreams. We sell people on never giving up. We believe this is a noble cause. Now, if you are a guest on the line today, get back to the person who invited you to this call and let them know you are ready to open your wealth building account right now. Have a good day.
And thank you so much, Mr. Christopher Voorhees. That was a tremendous overview. We thank you for that. And I do encourage all of you. I'm not being biased and just using people on my team. If you have a video overview, you can send it to me. and I will put it on. I would love to hear from all of you. We love hearing and seeing different faces and different voices. It really expresses the true, what's the word I'm looking for? Versatility of our amazing company. So real quick, who I am, my name is Kansu Hotep Atum. That lovely lady to my side is my fiance. We've been together for 4 years. We do plan to get married. We're just waiting on some coins to appreciate. And yeah, so I'm also have 10 years in video production, which gives me some of the skills you see here. I'm a published author, and most importantly to me, like I said, my most important task is right here. And being a moderator with Wealth Builders Worldwide is the most honorable thing I think that I've ever encountered, at least at this point. It's the best thing I can think of. Before I bring our two leaders in, and I'm going to do that momentarily, I do want to just say just a few words about this tremendous opening call. And of course, those were excerpts of lectures that Mr. Best did several years ago. As you heard, there was only 10,000 people in the former company, which eventually grew to 130,000. Of course, Dr. Staggerwall was still with us in physical form. A lot of things were different, but the message, the core message was the same. And, you know, I remember when I was 14 years old, I joined martial arts, and my teacher, he was very rigorous, and he could see that I had to get over a lot of things. And I remember coming in there, and the first time we put on the gloves, and he invited me to get into the ring. And, you know, in my mind, I thought I knew how to fight. I used to box with friends, and we used to slap box, and we used to wrestle. And, you know, I was very active with my friends for years before that. Well, when I got in that ring, I realized that I didn't know how to fight, right? And I say all this to say, sometimes we have to kind of put down or put aside what we thought we knew so we can get to the real truth. And that's the core message that I wanted to share with y'all today that I picked up from Mr. Best. And he said, just because you're an upline doesn't mean you're a leader. Woo, that's powerful. You know, that's powerful, because I think that some of us, you know, we have teams and we think that automatically makes us a leader. But what he expressed that is so related to each of our success is, what if all the people on your team are doing what you're doing? He said, if you sponsor 3, then now you have 9 people on your team because they sponsored 3, right? So you want to be the example. And all of us have areas we need to work on that, including myself. But at least being plugged into this information, being reminded myself, listening again and again and again to these tremendous lectures by the legendary Network Hall of Famer, Mr. Tybes, it helps, because sometimes, you know, we have a lot of hours of bad programming. So this is ultimately a type of reprogramming to put us in position subconsciously to not need so much self-discipline. Because once you program your subconscious, since your subconscious rules your life, the self-discipline area just becomes a natural phenomenon of you getting towards your goal. But tremendous message today. All right, I've said enough. And man, it gets so hard when it comes to edifying this gentleman, but I'm going to do my best. I mean, he's on the executive council of Gold Standard Partners. I do believe this tremendous compensation plan has a lot to do with him. I don't know how much, but I know a lot. His expertise has led us to a point where we were getting paid before Christmas, before we spent any money in a company. And some of us have got paid where others have taken years to make. And, you know, it's through his expertise and through the expertise of Mr. Ty Best. And I'm so glad that I've remained loyal, stayed by the side of, and followed the advice of this tremendous leader I'm about to introduce, Mr. Michael L. Dalco. Come on in and bless the people with your voice and your presence, sir.
Good morning, my brother Kansu, and good morning, Wealth Builders Worldwide. Great call, phenomenal call. Now, incredible call today. What an awesome start of our day to hear that, like those lectures by Mr. Ty Best. So many takeaways. I have to just break it down to just a couple. So one thing is, he's promulgating the same message, and it's so interesting how Often he's accused of being monolithic and just saying that it's only wealth builders. And that pre-call was him from 2015, and he clearly said, wherever you get your information, narrow it down to just a couple of resources to get your information because it will confuse you. You get all these different strategies, and guys, it look, one strategy might be better than another, but for sure, multiple strategies is a train wreck. I tried to share last night. If you're going to go depth first and then go wide, as long as you at some point go wide, but don't mix your strategy. And Mr. Best has always been even handed in giving instruction to the team on how to build their business. So I love that. And then here's the other part. This is the one that blew me away. It was the unspoken. That was 2015, 23 months into the business. So that had to be around September or October of 2015. We had been running hard for 2 years, and Wealth Builders Worldwide was at 10,000 affiliates. And boy, we were crushing it. I'm talking about me and Mr. Best were on the phone every day. We were always strategizing, doing three-way calls. We were doing conference calls. We had a regular phone power call back then, and we were working. We were going for it, and it was 10,000 in 2 years. There's a time capsule, and you can't lie on that. You can't make it up. It's recorded. 10,000 in 2 years. Now I think Wealth Builders is 15,000. A brand new company, brand new run. 15,000 in 35 days. The market has spoken. The market has spoken. This business is obviously super attractive to masses of people. 15,000 in 35 days. Guys, get on your horse and ride till you can't no more. Back to you, Brother Currency. Great call.
Of course, Mr. Dalco did what he's best known for and just demolishing the microphone. I think it still works, but man, thank you, sir. And you always bring the heat. We appreciate you so much. Just having you as a mentor, a role model, seeing you over there representing the team. That's why I showed those pictures. And the reason I played that Caribbean music this morning is because I want to remind everybody of what life could and will be like if you apply yourself to this amazing opportunity. The gentleman that was on, I know he dropped some fire. For those of y'all that may be new or relatively new, you're probably like, man, Mr. Dalco was on fire. He too has a mentor or mentors. And his mentors are the Best family. And you see them pictured up there. That's Mr. Ty and Miss Valerie Best. They are published authors, and the newest release is the Dream Chasers Manifesto, and it talks about protecting your dreams in a world of non-dreamers. Man, if ever a book like that was needed, it's in this day and time. It's a timeless novel. Not a novel, but a book, an educational book that I really, what's the word I'm for? Recommend everybody to get with your upline and find out how to get a copy. With all that being said, I want to go ahead and bring in the Best family. Come on in and talk to us, sir and ma'am.
Hey, good morning, Brother Kansu. I appreciate you going back to the archives. I'm pulling out that message because I think it's important that people see that we at Wellpers have had a consistent message for the last 7 years, and it's helped people build their teams all over the world. So I appreciate that. Appreciate everything Mr. Dalco said. I'm going to be brief, folks. Brother Kansu, appreciate everything you're doing. Love your huddle last night. The information training you provided for all the folks last night that you and Rain and Shine provided last night was invaluable. So guys, look, I'm just excited about this thing, excited about what's going on. Hey, Wellpers Worldwide, what do we say? Back to you, Brother Kansu.
Oof, man. It's just tremendous, I think, how the leadership is able to pass these into condensed messages. Like, these messages are condensed even at lecture. And I know that Mr. Best is a master of communication. I think that's what his degree is in, if I'm correct. And so he knows how to simplify things, yet they're still concentrated, because the more I listen to these lectures, I listen to these lectures like he probably listened to Jim Rohn, right? I listen to Mr. Best, and we've explained before why it's powerful to pick somebody that's in your particular field to mentor you. And so, of course, we're talking about the field of affiliate marketing, network marketing. And man, I can't think of a better person in the world to be studying from and learning from. So there's some people on Facebook, and I'm having a little audio challenge on there, and I'll get that caught up for all of you. What I would like to do is I'm going to mess with Sherry today. Let me look over here and see if we got any.
Hey, Brother Constance, Brother Constance, interrupt you real quick.
Sure.
I do want to say one other thing too, guys. Yesterday's beach party, hosted by Mr. Michael L. Dalco, it's one of those events where it would teach you the feel of the business. So what it's all about, and the recognition. What a great job, Mr. Dalco, you did just in host that entire event. Congrats to all the speakers who popped in on the event and shared their story, man. It was just an incredible day. And you saw the validation of everything we're doing. Mr. Dalco said the market has spoken. Yes, there was another day, further validation that the market has spoken. All we have to do is go tell the people. All we have to do is go share the story. And you share the story about what? Send out texts, posters, emails, videos, everything you got. Just be an information broker, folks, and make sure that everyone knows you're part of GS Partners. Everyone knows you got the G999. Everyone knows we get paid in Bitcoin 24/7. Everybody knows you, know these things about you, that you can give them a link that will change their life. Back to you, sir. Thanks again, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you. And thank you for that excerpt. And I really think that I should have probably mentioned, I do have it on a previous page in notes, but the pool party yesterday, absolutely phenomenal. And I want to say, hopefully I'm not hurting anybody's feelings, but Mr. Dalco, the professionalism that you use with your video, I think shines on the whole company, man. So you might have to get with some of the other counselors, help them step it up like you are, because yours just, I mean, man, it looks like you run the company. but
I learned that from you, Brother Consul, honestly. Just to
I
be
appreciate that,
completely transparent. I talked to Consul a while back. I asked him about what kind of camera I needed. He gave me good advice on a webcam. He told me some good things about my lighting, and it's important. And he told me about the green screen. It's vital. When you're building an organization, you're going to have all types of people on your call. You'll have some professionals, and you can't just throw anything at them. We're professional networkers, and we know we work from home, and it's no big deal for us. But as you go about to build your business, you're going to have everybody that's interested in this. The market has spoken. This is a very attractive business. And so we want to always present as professional a presentation as possible. And so thank you for saying that, Brother Consul. But hey, man, you're the original. You're the original perfectionist as it relates to this online marketing. So back to you, brother.
Oh man, thank you so much. It's interesting hearing edification or compliments from the people you look up to the most. And trust me, I do appreciate your words, sir. So we're gonna have an amazing queue today. I can already feel it. I feel all the energy. I feel the people calling in. So this is how you're gonna get in. Of course, some people have the option to raise hand, so you can hit that if you do have that option. If you don't have that option, you're probably gonna have to hit *9. And then when I call you in, you're going to put *6 to unmute yourself. So I see the hands going up. I can't wait to get some of these amazing leaders on the call. And we're going to get this thing started. And we're going to kick it off with none other than, it's not allowing me. I might need a permission upgrade, y'all. If y'all could.
Brother Consu.
Yes, sir.
While you're waiting, I have a couple of congratulations.
Awesome. Let's go. Let's hear it.
Congratulate a couple. I call him JC. John Cartwright and his wife Trina. They both acquired the Brand Advantage packages. So congratulations to them. And they're going to be getting some airdrops later today. Over to you. Thank you, sir.
Oh yeah, thank you, sir. I didn't even see you in the message. But let me give a big applause for those. Excellent, excellent. Keep up the tremendous work. I know Rodney Berger's on fire because he follows the leadership like we do. So first up today, we got Mr. Minister of Fun himself, Wendell Osborne. Come on and talk to us, sir.
Good morning, Brother Consul. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can. Let me make sure the people on Facebook can just give me 1 second. So I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I'm having a little there was a little plug-in issue, but I'm gonna resolve that right now so everybody on Facebook can hear us too. Well, can hear you. Okay, so that should be good now. Let's go.
All right. Like they said, excuse me, we're information brokers. So y'all can see all over social media what I'm posting. The regulators are saying stable coins are on par with SWIFT and everything else. Mr. Todd Best, I'm gonna send you these texts here in a minute so you can see it. But it's out there, guys. They're saying yes. They finally are getting to the point. They can't hold this back. They've been doing it so they can get in position. They're in position. 2021, huge changes all over the place. To all the fellow millionaires team, I can see y'all. I appreciate what y'all doing. To the leadership and to the moderators. Ow, 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 let's go.
Woo. And man, that brother's on fire in case none of y'all know. But listen, that's an example of how this needs to get done. So next up, we got the gold man himself, Brother Ashar L. And he's been with us for a while now. Through a few opportunities, he's still here, and I appreciate and respect that. Come on and talk to us, sir.
Hey, it's the gold man. Yeah, that's me. Ashar L raining in from Daytona Beach, Florida. Hey, what an amazing card. Family, we getting paid to play Follow the Leader. Listen to that. A kid's game and we getting paid to follow the leader. Hey, last one to a millionaire is riding egg. Oh, I'm out of here.
Oh, woo. That's how you get it done. So who's going to hit that million first? Next up, we got none other, Newfoundland, Canada himself, Danny D. James. Come on in and talk to us, brother.
Golden morning, Brother Kansu. Brother.
Golden morning, brother. Good to hear from you.
Oh, you too, bro. I missed your stream this morning, but it was okay. It was great time needed to work on some things with some partners. I want to congratulate everybody on our teams for what they're doing. The pool party yesterday was amazing. The huddle last night was mind-blowing. I mean, it was amazing. And also I wanted to congratulate Pam and Corey Fair out of Winnipegosis, Manitoba. They got back to me last night and they got their packages. And my cousin, he's coming here today and he's getting his package. So, family, thanks to all the leadership. Thanks for everybody that stood beside me throughout my journey. I love y'all.
Oh, brother. And I see Blockstar Supreme in your future. Let me give applause for those packages. Now, this next gentleman that I'm going to bring in, I can't just bring him in without saying anything about who he is. And man, this brother has been a tremendous inspiration upon me, probably hundreds, maybe even thousands of people. He is doing very, very well, top 2-3% with this new opportunity that we're in. And he is also the son of the legendary Stokely Carmichael. So I wanted to bring in none other than Brother Eric Teray Mohammed. Come on in and talk to us, brother.
Ready for Revolution. Great grand rising, Brother Kansu and all wealth builders. Thank you for that pre-call from our leader and teacher, Mr. Best, and of course, Mr. Dalco, for your words. And I want to say that you can't underestimate the power of what happened yesterday. And let's just share what was underplayed. The fact that, it's a larger platform, so the platitudes get little, lowered. But Wealth Builders Worldwide has a significant chunk of the revenue, the excitement, the growth of Gold Standard Partners. That should never be underestimated. I don't want anyone to ever underplay that magnificence that we represent to an entire world. We are the new solution for old problems. So I just want to share that with you because it excited me so much to see it and hear it. Of course, I apologize for falling asleep, but look, it was, I got right to then I'm celebrating Alfred Pino. I'm celebrating Brian Crumley. I'm typing all this up, Sherry Brown. You know how you do, sister. And I was celebrating. I sat there, and then when I looked up again, it was Brian McGinty. I'm so sorry that I missed the last of the cues, but I just want to say that I know the power of what we represent. I didn't want that to get missed. And then also, lastly, in our huddle this morning with Team Believe, we talked about the idea of getting stuck. And when you find yourself stuck, just go back into your toolbox, your tool shed, and find another tool. It might be, if you're not reaching your people, getting the response you want, just treat yourself to some coins. You'll be all right. Go ahead and do an airdrop for yourself or your family. If you find yourself, whatever the stagnation is, it's just the changing of the tools. I know we're not using all the tools, or else all of us have been in Blockstar Supreme yesterday. So we have tools. Utilize the tools. Utilize the connection. Sister Tanisha Glassby just put out the 2 videos that we're encouraged to send out to other people. Know the video so you know what you're sending, because communication, understanding, foundation, these are tools, and we all win. I can't wait to see us at the next pool party, every last one of us and their mama and them Blockstar Supremes. Peace and power. I'm out. Forward. Thank you.
Hey, Brother Consul, let me add one quick thing to the inimitable Mr. Eric Ture Muhammad. I learned something, I think it was this week. It may have been this week or late last week. Kevin Thompson said something that reiterated something Mr. Best has been trying to teach me for a few years. And I want y'all to really get this in your heart. This goes hand in hand with what Mr. Eric Ture Muhammad just said. So Kevin and I were talking, and I was just processing through how simple the system is, the map, how simple it is. He said, Coach, you got to understand one thing. I think you're missing one thing. I was like, and I'm always keenly aware when somebody that I know loves me gives me a word, I'm listening. My defenses, they just melt into nothing. When I know somebody who cares about me, get ready to say something, I listen. I don't have any defense. That's one of the things I've been able to develop past, is getting defensive when your friends are trying to communicate with you. I'm teaching right now, y'all. I hope you're listening. When your friends or your spouse, especially, is trying to communicate with you, of course, it stings a little. Nobody likes criticism. But when there's people that love you, when they start into with the criticism, you should really listen and do everything in your power to not get defensive, because your friends are not trying to hurt you. They're trying to build you. Okay, that's separate. That was free. Okay, here we go. So Kevin says, Coach, you got to realize that you've built a rapport in the social media space and people take you seriously. Now, guys, we love you. This is not a criticism. When the system is not working for you as fast as it is for Eric Ture Muhammad, it's because the man has been fighting for folks' freedom for decades. He's taken seriously in the public space. Maybe you aren't. And that's not a knock on you. It's just a realization, a clarion call to continue in your quest for dominance. Don't get offended or frustrated or derailed when you don't have the results of an Eric Ture Muhammad. The man has been taken seriously in the civil rights space for decades. You may have been living your life in recluse. You may have been cornered off into some quadrant. Maybe it's like I was a long time ago, all about religion and God. And that's not a bad thing. It just alienates you from people who are not in that space. Maybe you were all in the politics corner. It just alienates you from people who are turned off by politics. Maybe you were off into yoga, and that's all you focused on, and people only took you serious as it relates to yoga. You got to realize where you're coming from to know where you're going. Key, because I know I'm guilty of saying, man, the map is easy. How come you can't just do it? Well, we don't know what your backdrop is. We don't know how people view you. All of a sudden, you're going to pop on the scene and you're all serious. and you're about wealth building. When if you look at your page before this year, you were all about whatever. I almost said a few things, but you were all about that life. You were doing other stuff. Look at you, and they were repulsed by your Facebook page. Cultural leanings, they limit your growth. When you can dispense of your culture, your religion, and your politics and your ethnicity and get out of the way and push people to the system faster, you will notice an uptick in your results. Thank you, Eric Teray Muhammad, for coming so strong there. And thank you, Mr. Best, for your impeccable leadership over these last 7 years. Back to you.
Wow. Wow. What nuggets? And I'm looking at the chat room on Facebook and they're just loving, the words that you're saying. I want to add a little piece on there because you said, Kevin Thompson said, because the way you've been presenting yourself over time, people started taking you serious. And I want to tell you all, your online presence is big, it's major. And one little thing, and this is not an attack on nobody, I've seen several people do it, but when you're posting conspiracy theories, things that don't have all the facts, and then you're posting, hey, check out this crypto company, it all kind of gets blended together. So people are like, well, how do I know that that's true when he just said the aliens invaded the White House last night? You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to tell people, protect your social profile and your profile page and your reputation, because that's really the main way people are seeing who you are right now. It's okay to have those theories in the study, but I wouldn't share them right alongside of facts and knowledge that you're getting from Wealth Builders Worldwide. Just an opinion, not telling anybody what to do. And I love you all regardless. But just a quick opinion and a quick point that I wanted to share based on some of the timelines I see, because it's hard for people to take you serious if you're all over the place with your ideas and stuff. So, just a thought. Hopefully this helps some people build their teams. And it really stood out to me about what Kevin Thompson told Mr. Dalco. And one more thing, Mr. Dalco, I heard this phrase, right? And they said when people not insult, but when they give you positive recommendations and they don't coincide with what you're doing, like you said, there's a little pain. We call them darts, but we say, don't worry about the pain, examine the dart, examine the information that they gave you, ignore the pain, ignore that little pinch it causes when somebody says something that contradicts your cozy reality, and examine what they're telling you rather than building a defense.
I've had multiple conversations with Ty Best about this. If you really knew Ty Best, he's revealed some things personally about how he feels about certain issues with me. But that's over time. He vetted me for years before he even shared his religious views or political views. He has some very strong opinions about a lot of things. He never shares them in the public space. And yes, there's so much going on right now. I know you want to get in there and grapple a little bit and scrap and make your opinion known. I tell you right now, my wife, she keeps her fingers ready to pinch me in the arm every time I'm ready to go to war. No, don't respond. No. She makes me so mad sometimes. I'm like, babe, I just need to say, no, don't say it. Fight yourself, beat yourself down to respond to things that are out here, because they will crush your business. They'll make you feel good. You'll protect your ego, but you'll destroy your legacy.
And if I can come in here and quote what Bishop Bronner says, it's not what people call you, it's what you answer to.
Whew. Man, it's a powerful stuff right here today. Y'all just, I don't know where else to go from there. Any audience that's brave enough to come in after those tremendous comments from our leadership, I'm going to try to bring y'all in, man. But man, thank you so much, both of y'all. Whew, I see everybody is loving this call. I'm looking at the comments and stuff. So y'all are really setting this thing on fire today. Thank you, Sherry Brown. Always love hearing your voice. We have the next leader we have in the chat room that is patiently waiting is Dawn Smith. Come on in and talk to us. Dawn Smith, you are live and you may be muted. Dawn Smith, going once, going twice, and we'll try to get you back in. All right. Next up, we got Natasha. Come on in and talk to us.
Hi, good morning. Can you hear me?
We sure can. Good morning.
Okay, great. I just want to get on and thank all of the leaders for everything you do. And I have gratitude because I've learned so much being in Wealth Builders that I know for a sure that I would have not learned if I was not with the Wealth Builders family. And I just want to thank y'all for your time and everything that y'all do. And I'm just being obedient to everything y'all tell me to do and just giving myself time to succeed. And I will. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And we appreciate you calling in. I want to hear that voice more. So thank you so much and salute to you and your success so far. I just want to show you some love because I like hearing your voice and your message today. And that was a great use of time. So remember, everybody, we're going to try to keep it around 15 seconds or less. And this way we can get everybody onto this amazing call today. So next up, we got Sharon and Ronald Vicks. Come on in and talk to us.
Good morning, Brother Kansu.
Good morning, Brother Kansu.
What an amazing pre-call this morning. And so much has been said as to how to build a business and what to respond to and what not to respond to and how to present yourself in social media. And I just want to thank all of the leadership, but because of their training and their constant teaching, that's how I'm able to really start building a business. After 5 years in this industry with Wealth Builders Worldwide, trying to build a business. So for that, I thank you. I love you all. You are amazing, Brother Kansu, and everyone, thank you for pouring into us daily. Have a good day.
Woo. Thank you. And it's always lovely to hear from the Vicks. What a power couple they are, and wonderful contribution and to this team, man. I love hearing from you every morning. We have next up, we got Probin Thompson.
Good morning, team. Brother Kansu, awesome as usual.
Good morning.
Good morning. You absolutely just knock it out the park every single time. Your growth is incredible. I want to congratulate a couple of people on getting their brand packages, Mr. Chris Bilecki and the numerous airdrops, and Marie Huhe out of California, and Fabio LaBianca as well. All of them are doing airdrops regularly, and just proud of these guys, and new team members coming on board. Rock and roll. Loved everything that has been said, on point, and I learned a lot about the social media space just listening to the things being presented here on the Power Call on a regular basis. Stay plugged in. You will learn a lot in the interim. I'm out.
Woo. Thank you for that message. And I want to give an applause for those packages and those airdrops from Chris, Marie, and Fabio. Next up, we got none other than one of the W4L teammates himself and one of my Sabian brothers, Rahul Bhatt, Mark Hammonds. Come on in, sir.
Hey, Rahul Bhatt, Council. How you doing today?
I'm doing excellent.
Great. You're doing a great job as usual. That pre-call was amazing from Mr. Best. Also, the huddle was also off the chain. Okay. But basically, I want to welcome a few new team members that I have. Brittany Mason, Tawana Baker, Angela Reed, Joseph Coward, and Tangela Jackson. They all recently became a part of our team. And I just look forward to keep building our team and let this business just go straight out the universe, because this is the best business I ever seen, and I'm just privileged to be in it. Great call, WB for L. I am out. Ooh.
Oh, ooh. What a great use of time and what a great message this morning. Thank you, sir. Next up, wait. We definitely going to applaud those new the new members and any packages that they may have got. Definitely got to show love to the new people and the people getting these packages and the expansion of these team growths. So next up, we got Otetiani. Come on and talk to us, sis.
Brother Kansu, it is so great to hear your voice, and you're nailing it as usual. Baby, what you got for us this year?
Well, worldwide G999.
Thank you, baby. Well done. Well, I've got to not only congratulate the baby on a great intro there, but he has been nailing it. He is a rising block star. We've got our brother-in-law, Reggie Scott. He's doing madness with the vision impairment. Can you say I feel convicted a little bit? Yes, I do. So we want to welcome Tanya Bennett, Kenzel Davis. Let's see, Michelle DeBay, I believe is her last name. So we're having a blast. Hope you are too. Keep it coming. Leaders with the nutrition for the mission. Ooh,
and this is for them new members. Next up, we got Christina Lawrence. Christina Lawrence, you are live.
Good evening. I'm Christiana Lawrence from Nigeria. Thank you, Brother Consul. I must say you look awesome this evening from Nigeria. I know it's morning over there. You look awesome. And I just feel like appreciating all of you, all of the moderators, the leaders of World Builders Worldwide, leaders of Gold Standard Partners. I just feel like saying thank you. Thank you for availing yourself to help lives. Thank you for making yourself available. You don't know what you're doing, but I know the generations to come would recover from the effects of what you're doing. Your dedication, sometimes I really wonder, I say, do you guys have time for yourselves? But I know that God will always bless you. For refreshing other people, surely you will be refreshed. Your days are blessed. Thank you. Remain blessed.
Thank you, sister. I really listened and received that message. It's so powerful. It sounded like somebody else wanted to talk. I'm sorry if I cut you off. Okay, maybe that was by accident, but thank you so much. What a powerful message. And everybody, you heard that. She's from Nigeria. It's evening there. When we talk about being a worldwide company, it's no joke. This is all over the world. And you can build your team all over the world. And that young lady is proof. And I thank you for sharing your voice and sharing your time with this call. And it's just amazing to hear from you each and every day. What a testament of how far-reaching this opportunity really is. Finish the boss, Parkerson. Come on in and talk to us. I know it's the whole family. Let's hear from y'all.
Oh my gosh. Consul, bless you, man. Listen, I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Kenneth DeWalt for hitting Rising Block Star. I want to also welcome to the family Miss Shantovia Devonish just joined on yesterday, and family is scattered today. Candace is in class. And so, listen, what an amazing call, man. And I just want to thank you for all that you're doing, man. I just have to piggyback off everybody, man. Your growth is just phenomenal. So big shout out to the team and all that they're doing. Team Boss, Team Freedom. Let's go. Let's get it.
And we want to definitely give some love for that package and the new member. And you tell that young lady we missed her today and keep up the great work. Okay, so next up, we have, looks like none other than Miss Deborah Nixon. Come on and talk to us.
Good morning, Brother Kansu. Wow.
Good morning.
What an amazing call. What an amazing way to start a reflection into the new year. One of the things that encouraged me about Brother irked Ray Muhammad is that he went after this thing. He set a plan in place, and many of us in 35 days have accomplished more in this opportunity than we did in 2 or 3 years in the previous opportunities. Why? First of all, we've grown, we've developed, and now we know the kind of leader we want to be. So I want to encourage all of us to reflect on these 35 days and set new goals and keep going, because we're in an amazing opportunity right now in this promotion until June, so we can all get to our dreams together. I want to also welcome Sophia Nikitas to the team. She's got 100 in her Bitcoin saved up and ready to get her package this week with the rest of it. So congratulations, Sophia. And Sylvia Clark, rising block star. Amazing job, Miss Sylvia. And your team is growing. So much love, family. Have a beautiful income producing day. And thank you, Brother Kansu. Great pre-call.
Oh, and we're definitely going to celebrate Sylvia Clark for that rising block star. But that was also to celebrate everybody on your team and their phenomenal success and the new member, because, man, we are growing, and you're absolutely right, Sister Deborah. So thank you for joining us today. We definitely appreciate your voice each and every day. What a tremendous example of leadership. Next up, we have Wendell. Come on and talk to us.
Thank you, Mr. Kunsu. Good morning to everyone. Can you hear
We
me?
sure can, and good morning to you. You're breaking up a little bit. Sis, we can't hear you if you're talking. Okay. Well, Miss Wendell's having a little trouble.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. Good morning to everyone. And I want to say that the pre-call was great. I want to say that the party pool or the pool party, but I'm telling you, this is an inspiring thing. And I want to thank Mr. Dalco for
Sis, your communication is real choppy.
the way
We can
in
only
which
hear
she
bits and
executed for all of us. No. Oh, only bits and pieces. But congratulations to those who reached their next level. And God bless you and have a golden day. I'm sorry not hearing me clearly. God bless.
It's okay. We heard enough to know you were on the call and to get the message.
Okay.
So
well, have a golden day.
You have a blessed golden day as well, sister. Love
you.
Next up, we have, let's see, and we have time only for like 1, maybe 2 more people. So please try to make it brief because we are almost out of here. So let's get 1, maybe 2 more on. Margaret, come on and talk to us. Oh, no, that didn't work. Okay, let's try this. Margaret, you need to upgrade your version of Zoom. I'm sorry, I can't bring you in because of that. So please upgrade your Zoom and you'll be able to get in tomorrow, okay? I would have loved to hear from you, and they'll love to hear from you tomorrow. So just make sure you take care of that and we can hear your voice on the call. So we're going to kick it over to Stephen, Global Freedom Chasers. Come on in and talk to us.
Good morning, Mr. Kansu. Thank you so much for bringing me in. And you're wrong for that aliens in the White House comment. I was serious all morning until I heard that. Thank you so much. Great pre-call. Great overview. I just want to give a quick shout out, Mr. Kansu, to Mr. Alfred Raoult here in the Seattle area for getting his Blockstar Supreme done. The guy is extremely successful real estate agent. He's really a serial entrepreneur, and he's going after the business really hard. And I'm really grateful for my sponsor, Mr. Best, and for Mr. Delco, who's crossed line for me, for allowing us to leverage their gifts and talents and others to help him get over the hump and getting that Blockstar Supreme done. His sponsor is Mr. Johnny Green. Great things are going. Back to you, Mr. Kansu. God bless.
Oh, and we get big celebrations for that Blockstar Supreme. Let's go, y'all. Well, that about wraps up the time we have for the Q&A today, because we have an amazing leader about to come on at noon, and they're really, really going to give it to you. I don't normally tell who's going to do the noon training because I want y'all to just tune in just because, but I'm going to give y'all a clue today. The brother giving the training today is always ready for the revolution. So if y'all know what that means, you know who to find on there. And man, it's going to be a tremendous noon training. But before we get out of here, it's really important that we hear from our senior mentors and let them close us out with their wisdom for today's power call. So first, I'm going to get started with none other than Michael L. Dalco. Come on in, close us out, sir.
Thank you, Brother Kansu, and excellent job. I want to give a compliment to everybody all at once. And it's possible to do that because you all can hear it. The culture of this team is out of sight, like for real. I remember when I first met Mr. Best and we started Wealth Builders together some 7 years ago. And he said, a live call where everybody can say whatever they want to say in real time? Okay, let's see how this works out. And for 7 years, we've chiseled and grown together, and it has become what we hear today. People that are working together, respectful to one another. All of our differences don't separate us, and the culture is just superb. And this is an environment for growth. And so I want to thank every single person, the ones that get in the queue, the ones that don't, the ones that stay on the call and are respectful to others, the beautiful comments that you type in the chat room. You have no idea that one of those chats, the little things that you say, how it can lift somebody's spirit and help them get through one more day on their journey and quest towards freedom. So I personally thank you. It's beautiful to watch this. I don't know, I guess only God can really truly get the credit here because this is an amazing group of people that have come together, put our differences aside for one common goal, and that's to help people find freedom. So pat yourself on the back, applaud yourself. You deserve it. Great call, Mr. Kansu. Back to you.
And that applause was not just for Michael L. Dalco. That was also for each of you. And each of you should be applauded. Each of you should pat yourself on the back once in a while. And each of you should be proud that you were smart enough to take advantage of what I see as the best opportunity in my lifetime, and probably yours as well. And so man, it's easy to get choked up with this stuff, because there's so many emotions, so much power in what we're doing, so much love in this team. But I'm not gonna let myself do it. Not yet. I'll wait till I get off the call. So before we go ahead and close out, we want to bring Mr. Michael L. Dalco's mentor in here, and this is Mr. Best.
Hey, 3 points real quick. One was I want to acknowledge Brother Eric Muhammad, who will be doing that presentation at 12 o'clock. Makes a statement all the time. Success is the state of the obvious. Well, let's put it this way. He's personally enrolled over 100 people in the business, and over 100 people have got a brand package. I think you might want to hear what he has to say at 12 o'clock. Here's just my ideas on how he got that done. Number 2, Brother Consul, I believe anyone who took notes, didn't take notes, go back and listen to this again and take notes, because that second piece that Mr. Dalco did will blow your mind. If you listen to what he's saying about how this system has proven itself over the last 7 years. And the third thing I want to mention from yesterday's beach party, it was mentioned we already done over $8 million of turnover, over $8 million of volume. Now 4% goes into that block style pool. Okay, that's over $320,000 right now. And it's going to continue throughout January. I hope you hear that. My math went real quick. Whoa, everybody get about $1,000. That's where my mind went. I said, everybody get about $1,000 who qualified. But now we got to the end of January to continue to qualify, and the volume will continue. Man, this is incredible. If you're a brand new person, can build this business, get paid every day, and still in the month, end up getting an extra bonus for $1,000 because you went out and enrolled 3 people and created $3,000 of volume. Man, this thing's incredible. God bless you, everybody. Thank you very much. Well, Builders Worldwide, what do we say? Ahoo!
Man, what incredible information. Well, it's about that time. So everybody make sure you're tuned in for the official new WBW presentation. That's going to explain this system for those who want an explanation of what it is we do. And I encourage you all to be on there and invite your team. Big old Al Wu. Have a blessed and income producing day. Peace, y'all.